we are pleased to honor the moms and dads of the 1991 Oaks football team and the cheerleading squad. While having a son or daughter participate in football or cheerleading is a source of pride and satisfaction, it also requires many sacrifices of time, energy, and family routines. For this sacrifice and effort, tonight our team members and cheerleaders will say thank you to Mom by presenting her with a football mom and to Dad with a firm handshake. We would now like to introduce them to you. First, the cheerleaders, Senior Heather Lawler, represented by her parents David Lawler and Ellen Lawler. Senior Melanie Lunsford, represented by her parents Gary Lunsford and Brenda Lunsford. Senior Sharman McCain, represented by her parents Boyd McCain and Bonnie McCain. Junior Lisa Gilbert, represented by her parents Bruce Gilbert and Susan Gilbert. Rebecca Howe, represented by her mother Karen Howe. Junior Bronwyn Thomas and Trent Thomas, freshmen, represented by their parents Gary Thomas and Portia Thomas. Senior Wade Burdine, represented by his parents David DeLong and Jeannie DeLong. Senior Brad Burnside, represented by his parents Bob Burnside and Helen Burnside. Senior Jason Clagg, represented by his parents Clarence Clagg and Beverly Clagg. Senior Bill Harris, represented by his mother Joyce Harris. Senior Chad Jones, represented by his parents Robert Jones and Rita Jones. Senior Brett Lewis, represented by his parents Wilbur Lewis and Brenda Lewis. Senior Chris Lovett, represented by his parents Marlon Lovett and Cheryl Lovett. Senior Alan Potter Jr., represented by his parents Alan Potter Sr. and Kathy McNeil. Senior Bill Potter, represented by his parents Mac Potter and Betty Potter. Senior Stephen Radeball and freshman Matt Radeball, represented by their parents Mike Radeball and Jan Radeball. Senior John Riddle, represented by his parents John Riddle and Kathy Riddle. John Sharp, represented by his parents Richard Sharp and Joyce Roseberry. Senior Chris Stonecker, represented by his parents Ray Stonecker and Sue Stonecker. Junior Tom Adkins, represented by his father Tom Adkins. Junior Patrick Ball, represented by his parents Pat Ball and Mary Ball. Junior Bill Bell, represented by his parents Arnold Carpenter and Sarah Carpenter. Junior Mike Blackburn, represented by his parents Mike Blackburn and Penny Blackburn. Junior Johnny Conley, represented by his parents John Conley and Debbie Conley. Junior Kevin Crabtree, represented by his parents Doug Crabtree and Sharon Crabtree. Junior Dwight Delaney, represented by his parents Walter Davis and Pauline Davis. Junior Brandon Devers, represented by his mother Peggy Devers. Junior Chris French, represented by his parents Mike French and Rosella French. Junior Gene Hall, represented by his parents Gene Hall and Judy Hall. Junior Garen Harvey, represented by his parents Olin Harvey and Janice Harvey. Junior Michael Kaiser, represented by his parents Steve Kaiser and Vicki Kaiser. Junior Clayton Lewis, represented by his parents David Lewis and Nancy Lewis. Juniors Abraham and Aaron Little, represented by their mother Pam Little. Junior Travis McCain, represented by his mother, Helen McCain. Juniors Ryan and Brooke Morgan, represented by their parents, John Morgan and Linda Morgan. Junior Chris Oliver, represented by his parents, Wilbur Oliver and Diane Oliver. Junior Ryan Potter, represented by his parents, Ivan Potter and Carol Potter. Junior Chris Simpson, represented by his parents, Jeff Simpson and Lenore Simpson. Junior Kurt Strickland, represented by his brother, Kim Strickland. Junior Don Wallace Jr., represented by his father and aunt, Don Wallace Sr. and Mary Ann Allen. Sophomore Garner Barker, represented by his parents, Garner Barker and Diane Barker. Sophomore Kevin Clark, represented by his parents, Evan Clark and Sandra Clark. Sophomore and freshman Pete and Carl Deddy, represented by their parents, Dick Deddy and Nancy Deddy. Sophomore Josh Donnelly, represented by his parents, Buck Donnelly and Joyce Donnelly. Sophomore Mike Harden, represented by his parents, Don Harden and Angie Harden. Sophomore Matt Henry, represented by his mother, Sharon Henry. Sophomore Bobby Jenkins, represented by his parents, Bill Jenkins and Lisa Jenkins. Sophomore Brian Keener, represented by his parents, Mark Keener and Susan Keener. Sophomore Brad Reese, represented by his mother, Rosemary Reese. Sophomore Chad Sharp, represented by his parents, Everett Sharp and Diana Sharp. Sophomore and freshman Tony and Tim Swan, represented by their parents, Ron Swan and Roxanne Swan. Freshman Scott Boggs, represented by his parents, Ronnie Boggs and Roberta Boggs. Freshman Freddie Carpenter, represented by his parents, Fred Carpenter and Jackie Carpenter. Freshman Rob Chafin, represented by his mother, Leona Parsons. Freshman Jason Dunlap, represented by his parents, Robert Dunlap and Linda Dunlap. Freshman Rusty Gould, represented by his grandfather, Floyd Williams, and mother, Pat Gould. Freshman Zach Green, represented by his parents, Elza Green and Sandra Green. Freshman Bobby Hayslip, represented by his parents, Bob Hayslip and Sheila Hayslip. Freshman Jeremiah Hale, represented by his parents, Tim Lewis and Sherry Lewis. Freshman Jason Hall, represented by his mother, Carolyn Hall, and his brother, Randy Hall. Freshman Ryan Kilgore, represented by his parents, Alex Kilgore and Crystal Kilgore. Freshman Kevin Mahan, represented by his mother, Lou Mahan, and his uncle, Tim Mahan. And freshman Wesley McCorkle, represented by his parents, James McCorkle and Vera McCorkle. Thank you, parents and players.
Chris Stoniker set to kick for the Oaks. David Foster back deep for Southwestern, standing real deep about his own 5-yard line. Chris has had that all year, hasn't kicked the ball that deep, but this is a good kick. Taken by Foster, lets it get by him, bounces down to the 10-yard line, gets out past the 11 near the 12-yard line, and tackled by a gang of Oaks. Bad field position for Southwestern and pretty good coverage for Oak Hill.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake by letting the ball bounce. Actually, the guy that should have caught it let it go by him, and somebody that was in front of him had to run back and pick it up. I don't know whether he didn't want the ball or what, but that took a lot of time and gave Oak Hill time to get down and cover the punt, or the kick, I mean.
Southwestern breaks the huddle. Looks like the ball spotted about the 10-yard line. Davis under center, hands off up the middle, gets ahead for a gain of a couple yards. That's down on the long end of the field. I can't see the number there, Buzz.
It's hard to see.
Short pickup, but as we've seen all year, tough to pick up any yardage up the middle against this Oak Hill defense.
Right, the middle of the defense has been very tough all year long. The only team that really had any luck against Oak Hill running up the middle was North Gallia.
Okay, Davis under center, and again the handoff up the middle. Falls ahead for a short gain of about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for Southwestern. And again, I didn't get the number of that runner, but tough running up the middle against Oak Hill.
Right, they again they only, well, this time another couple of more yard gain. It's about 6 yards to go, so back-to-back 2-yard gains. You're not going to get anywhere against Oak Hill with that.
Southwestern breaks the huddle. Foster split wide to the right. Davis under center. And a pitch to the left side. No room over there. I believe that is Kevin Staten on the run. Staten for a short gain. He's going to lose about 1 and bring up a punting situation for the Highlanders.
It's going to be 4th down and about 7 yards to go. So not much room on that on the first offensive series for the Southwestern Highlanders, which is going to put Oak Hill in decent field position.
Alan Potter back to receive the punt, standing at the Southwestern 45. See if we can get a number on the kicker there. Looks like maybe Davis. And it's a low kick, and Potter's going to let it bounce, and it takes a Southwestern bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds or stop there at about the 47-yard line. So the Oaks will get good field position on their first possession. And the Oaks offense, as we know, features Bill Potter. I noticed that he passed the Parker kid from Portsmouth in scoring for the entire area, and he's right behind him in total yards for the year.
Yeah, and tonight should be a good game for Bill, too, unless we get such a big lead early that he has to lead the ball game, which may well happen.
Okay, the Oaks break the huddle. Alan Potter under center, Ryan Potter the fullback, and the handoff goes to Bill over the left side, and he's got a big hole. He cuts it out to the outside, inside the 35. He may go on the first play, caught from behind and dragged down at the 19-yard line, and a big gain for Bill Potter on the first play from the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Abe Hayslip, and showing some nice speed there by Hayslip.
Yeah, he did. He caught Bill. Of course, he had a little bit of an angle on him. But Bill's shown some speed this year, and he's outrun some defensive backs. So 1st and 10 for the Oaks, inside the 20, about the 19-yard line. Bill Harris splits wide to the right. Ryan Potter the fullback. Bill Potter the tailback. Alan Potter takes the snap, and again gives to Bill Potter over the right side. Good block that time by Brad Reese. Bill, a little stutter step, gets inside the 10. Looks like he's going to be knocked down about the 6-yard line. So big yardage for Bill Potter here early.
Bill, that's a move that Bill has shown a lot of times. He'll get out around the end. If he's got somebody out there trying to prevent him to get from the outside, he kind of takes a stutter step, slows down a little bit, and cuts one way or the other, and he usually picks up 4 or 5 extra yards after that.
And the sophomore Brad Reese pulling guard on that play. Real nice block to let Bill get through the hole there. This time Bill Harris split wide to the left. Again, eye set behind Alan Potter. Allen under center, takes the snap, and the pitch goes to Bill Potter over the left side. Got some blockers out in front of him. Looks like he's going to get to the end zone, and he just jogs in for the touchdown. Bill Potter, 3 runs, Bill Potter touchdown.
47-yard drive, 3 plays. Bill Potter all 3 times. The drive took less than a minute, 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Oaks will go for 2, so Bill's got off to a good start.
Looks like Brett Lewis is going to kick it here. The senior, I'm sure they'd like to let all the seniors do everything they can here tonight. Alan Potter to hold. Chad Jones, the long snapper. The snap is good. The set is down. The kick is up, and it is wide to the right.
That's a problem that Brett has had all year long. Just about every kick that he's had that has been bad, it's always been off to the right. I don't know if that he's pulling his foot one way or the other or not following through good, but most of the kicks that he has that are bad goes off to the right.
So we got 9:10 to go here in the first quarter. The Oaks making it look easy ahead of Southwestern 6-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Chris Stoniker set to kick off, and it's a low kick off the side of his foot. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. And I believe Southwestern will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35. So a little bit better field position this time for the Highlanders.
Considerable better field position, and I think they take it out at the 40. I may be wrong.
Okay.
35, okay.
Well, it looks like they're lined up to have him kick it again. Maybe they're just going to take the 5-yard penalty and let Chris Stoniker kick again and hope for a good return.
I think they do have that choice whether they want to take the penalty or the ball, and apparently they want to try to get the ball, make them kick it from 5 yards farther back and maybe get even better field position.
Yeah, but with the field position they got on that last kick, you'd think they'd take it at the 35 and be happy with that.
You'd think so, but apparently they They think maybe they can move the ball offensively against Oak Hill. That first series with them may have been a feeling out, seeing what they can do or what they think they can do.
Okay, the ball set at the 35. Chris Stoniker approaches, and a better kick this time, high up the middle, taken by the quarterback Davis. Looks like he's out past the 30 up the middle, and he's stopped right there. We'll give him out to the 32-yard line, so they lost about 3 yards on that.
Should have taken the ball at the 35-yard line, but could have gotten a good return if it was a kind of a high kick, and it gave the Oaks time to get down and cover it.
And I believe that was John Sharp in on the coverage, and he's done a real nice job for the Oak Hill special teams this year. Saw Bill Harris get up from that pile also. So the Highlanders take over, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 33. Davis under center, and the handoff goes up the middle again for a gain out to the 35. We'll give him a gain of 2. That's number 12, Kevin Staten with the carry. Bring up 2nd down, and we'll say 7. We'll give him 3 on that. And again, they keep pounding that middle, Buzz, but there's just nothing there.
No, they're going to have. They haven't tried anything outside yet, but we may see that on this play, maybe even a pass, because teams have had some success against Oak Hill throwing the ball.
Hayslip, Gilbert, and Staten in the backfield behind Davis. Davis pitched to the right side. It's a high pitch, a little bit behind. Gets out past the 35 to the 36, and he's dropped there by Ryan Morgan, Gene Hall, Chad Jones, and a host of Oaks in there. Good pursuit by the Oak Hill defense.
Yeah, and I think he was slowed down a little bit by that high pitch. He had to hesitate just a second to get it under control.
Gain of 1. We'll call it a 3rd and a long 6. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Oaks on top 6-0. Foster splits wide to the left. Davis under center. And again, the handoff goes over the left side this time, and he almost breaks through, and he's hit by Johnny Conley, going to be near the 1st down. Out to about the 42, 43-yard line. He was slowed down, and then he broke through the initial Oak Hill defensive line. Johnny Conley came up, made the stop, and this is going to be close.
I think he's going to be a yard or 2 shy. I don't think he made it. They may still measure. I think he's going to be a little short, though.
It looks like they are going to measure. The official goes over to the far sideline. And that was Staten with the ball that time. Showed some good strength there because he broke a couple tackles.
Yeah, Staten's a pretty good-sized kid. Let's see if we can get some weights on him here. Can't see it in my glasses. Oh, there he is, 5'9", 173-pound sophomore. So if Southwestern is able to play next year, field a team, or even have a school, could very well, he could be a key in that backfield.
And it's 4th down and less than a yard. It looks like the Highlanders are going to go for it. Can't really blame him. You got nothing to lose the last game of the season. They're looking for the game to make their entire season if they can play with the Oak Hill Oaks here. Okay, Davis under center, 4th down, handoff up the middle, and I don't think he's going to get it. Yeah. Chad Jones with good penetration slowed it down, and then there were several Oaks to stop him, and the Oaks are going to take over on downs.
Yep, I don't know why they tried the middle. Maybe they had the luck on that one play where he broke it for about a 5-yard gain, but not a second time.
Okay, so the Oak Hill offense takes over, 1st and 10, and it looks like they're going to measure it again, but there's no way he gained any yardage there. He had to get less than a yard, but it looked like he may have lost a little bit, if anything. The Oak Hill offense already on the field. Senior Steve Radeball up there to check out the spot, and it looks like he did lose a little bit.
No gain on the play. It's if he gained anything, it was just a couple of inches. The Oaks are going to take over.
Okay, so they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 43-yard line. They break out of the huddle. Bill Harris splits wide to the left. I formation behind Alan Potter. Ryan Potter, the fullback. Bill Potter, the tailback. Chris Simpson tied into the right side. Allen takes a snap, gives off to Ryan Potter, the fullback, down inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 8.
Hamilton on the stop. Ryan Potter, Mr. Inside for Oak Hill. Bill Potter, Mr. Outside. But Ryan Potter is going to be a big key to the Oak Hill offense next year. He's really came on this last few ball games, got around 400 yards rushing, so he's going to be a key back there.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Chris French splits to the left this time. Again, I formation. Bill Harris slot to the left. Alan Potter under center. And Allen keeps the ball rolling out to his right, has Chris Simpson downfield, and he's got it and he drops it. Wide open, and he just drops it. The pass led him a little bit too much. Looked catchable, though. The Oaks miss a big chance there.
It hit him in the hands, and he should have had it. Hit him. It may have hit him in the wrong place. Hit him in the hands.
And Allen faked the ball up the middle and he rolled to his right, and there wasn't anybody close to him. There wasn't anybody close to Chris Simpson either. So the Oaks have the ball. It'll be 3rd down now and 3. I formation. Bill Harris split to the left. Chris Simpson tied into the right side. Alan Potter under his center, Chris Stolniker. And Alan Potter keeps the ball and looks like he's going to be short of the 1st down, gets to the 35. Southwestern had a linebacker that looked like he timed that snap just right and got in there and fouled things up for a kill.
Yeah, and another thing, Allen fumbled the snap from center, and took him about a second or so to get it under control, and he wasn't able to pull out. I think that was going to be the option play, but because he fumbled the snap from center, wasn't able to run the option.
No gain. 4th down and 3. Split backs this time behind Alan Potter. Chris French split wide to the left. Bill Harris wide to the right. Alan Potter calls out the signals, and it looks like the offensive guard on the left side for Oak Hill moves, so it's going to be 4th down and 8.
Yep, penalty going to go against the Oaks because I think Southwestern did jump, but I don't think they encroached, so it's going to be a mark off against the Oaks.
And Brad Reese, the sophomore guard in there, obviously impressing the coaches because he's seen some action with the first group lately, and that says a lot for the Oaks coming back next year on the line because they've got a few people to replace.
You got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too, knowing these last couple of ball games were going to be against teams that really weren't that strong, giving everybody a chance to play, knowing that these kids can get the experience.
Alan Potter under center, I formation. Potter takes the ball, gives to Bill Potter up the middle, and looks like he's going to be short of the 1st down, gets inside the 35, down near the 34, but I believe that the Highlanders are going to take over on downs. They just ran up the middle, and that's confidence in your offensive line when you got 4th and 8 and run the ball up the middle.
That's right, but they were in decent field position, and the fact the way they handled the Southwestern Highlanders in their first 2 series gave them the confidence that even if they didn't get it, they can stop them on their on defense.
So a procedure penalty helps stall the Oaks. The Highlanders take over on downs. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Number 7, that's Manley, split to the left. Davis, under center, gives the ball up the middle to Staten, and Staten gets out past the 35 to the 36-yard line. We'll say a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Brett Lewis, the senior, in on the stop, along with Ryan Morgan, the linebacker. It's been interesting seeing the Morgan brothers at linebacker this year. Brooke played defensive end, and then Chad got hurt. They had to make some changes. Now we got Brooke and Ryan Morgan back there at linebacker. That's a pretty impressive combination.
That's probably going to be your tandem next year at the linebacker spot.
Okay, Davis takes the snap again. The handoff goes up the middle. Looks like 79. He gave me that number. We'll say Davis. I didn't quite get the number. Gain of 3. Bring up 3rd down and 5 now for Southwestern. Clock ticking. 4:35 to go here in the 1st quarter. The Oaks on top 6-0.
It's pretty much like the game last week down at Hannah Trace. Oak Hill getting off to a slow start.
Foster split wide to the right. 3 backs behind Davis. Davis takes a snap and hands off to Staten over the left side. Gain of about 2. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Going to bring up 4th and we'll say 3. And a punting situation, but as we've said, Southwestern with nothing to lose here might just go for it.
Yeah, I think they'll punt this time. Losing the ball this deep in their territory with the potent offense that Oak Hill has, they're going to kick this one.
Simpson back to punt. Alan Potter trots onto the field as the deep man for Oak Hill, standing at his own 30-yard line. High snap, and it's blocked. Travis McCain with the block, and the Oaks will take over. No, that's 24. That's Bill Bell. That's 24, not 34. Nice athletic move to get in there, Buzz.
Right, and the Oaks had a good rush on the first time they punted it, but the snap was a little bit more direct. That ball took a little while to get back to the punter. That's why they blocked that one.
Okay, Bill Bell with the big block of the punt. So the Oaks with good field position take over at the 35-yard line, about where they gave it up. And the Oaks offense looking to put some more on the board here. Chris French splits wide to the left. Bill Harris to the right. Ryan Potter, the fullback. Bill Potter, the tailback in the eye. Alan Potter takes a snap, rolling to his left, gets his feet crossed up, and he's looking deep downfield to Chris French. The pass is a little short, but Chris French with the catch at the 5-yard line. I believe we got pass interference, but Chris French, a real nice job of seeing where the ball was, coming back to the ball and making the catch.
They're going to get the defender. I didn't see the number of the kid defending, but he was face guarding, had his back to the ball with his hands waving in the air, and that is a penalty.
Okay, Abe Hayslip with the coverage there, but Chris French with a real nice adjustment. The ball was underthrown. Allen had some pressure there. He got his feet tangled up off the line of scrimmage. It looked like with one of the linemen. Had a couple of white jerseys in his face when he threw the ball. Got a nice pass off, lofted it up in the air. Allowed Chris to wait on it. And Chris with some soft hands, but I don't think we're going to see him out there next year.
No, he's probably going to be our quarterback, without a doubt.
So the Oaks will have the ball, first down and goal from the 5-yard line. And this is where I expect him to give the ball to Bill Potter because, you know, they want to see Bill score those touchdowns and keep the lead in scoring in the area. Waiting for them to move the chains. And now we're ready.
First down and goal, they don't need the down markers. They can just stay downfield. Or the yard markers, I mean.
Bill Harris to the near side. Alan Potter on the option, pitches to Bill Potter, and he makes a little juke move, and he's going to get into the end zone untouched. Oh, a late flag, and they knock Bill onto the track over there. Blacktop track, 2 flags come in. So Chris Stoliker is going to be kicking off probably from 15 yards up. But Bill Potter scores, and he's up real quick. And with 3:12 to go here in the first quarter, the Oaks take a 12-0 lead.
Another nice move by Bill outside. He took that little fake inside, actually took one step towards the end zone, and it made that defender out there commit, and he just cut it on out to the corner, and no catching him after that until he was in the end zone and out.
Yeah, and they did catch him about 5 yards deep into the end zone. A hit knocked him, as we said, onto that track. 2 flags flew in that area. And Brett Lewis will attempt the extra point kick again. And Brett's leg strength's not a problem. Like you said, it just seems like he pushes everything to the right. The kicks are nice end-over-end kicks, and they got plenty of distance. He just needs to straighten them out a little bit.
Definitely legs not a problem because in warm-ups, pregame warm-ups, he kicks them good from 50 yards.
So Alan Potter will be the holder. Chad Jones the snapper. Brett Lewis sets the tee where he wants it.
A little bit of a wind blowing tonight, too, but I don't think that has much to do with it.
No, about the only thing that's done is blown that smoke away from here so we can see the game. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's going to be off to the right again. Looked like a little bit of problems. The snap may have been a little bit low.
Yeah, I think Allen had a little bit of trouble fielding it, but and I don't think he quite got it set on the tee right, and that forced the bad kick.
We got 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. The Oaks on top 12-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Chris Stoliker set to kick off, and it's a low kick, and it bounces and taken by Foster at about the 10-yard line, and he tries to bring it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped at the 25-yard line, where the Southwestern Highlanders will take over first and 10. And I'm not real up on the rules, but we had a 15-yard flag in the end zone, but Chris still kicked off from the 40. So that must have been after the play or something where they don't tack that onto the kickoff.
Yeah, I think you're possibly right. They would have moved it probably half the distance to the goal on the. Now, if the penalty had taken place after the extra point, then it may have been assessed at the kickoff. But I think that's the reason why, because it happened between.
He gave the signal before we snapped the extra point.
Okay, so that's what's happened, and we've got an injured Southwestern Highlander down on the field. So while the teams are taking a timeout, we'll take one also and be back with the Oaks on top 12-0. It was David Foster, but he went off under his own power, so it looks like he's going to be okay. Southwestern now in an I formation. Davis takes a snap and looking to dump pass over the middle, but he is buried. There are 4 Oaks in there, and I believe Gene Hall is the one that got there first, followed by Chad Jones and Brett Lewis and Curtis Strickland in there. But Davis just with no time at all to throw the ball there.
Loss of 2 on the play, and the Oaks have always had pretty good pass rush, and he tried to throw that on that quick hitter, and the way the Oaks are surging across the defensive line, they're not going to have time for anything quick. They're going to have to roll out, and drop back.
Pitch goes to the left side. I believe that's Hayslip over there. Gets ahead for a couple yards, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll say 9. And boy, wind is whipping down there because it's picked up some dirt and it's taking it all over the field. So that's got to be a factor in the kicking for both teams.
Right, the flag is straight out, so it's whipping up at times.
3rd down and 9. Southwestern breaks a huddle. Manley split wide to the right. Again, full house backfield behind Davis. Davis takes a snap, and he gives it up the middle, and again, no gain at all. But Southwestern just having no success running against the Oaks. Gene Hall again in on the stop. Brent Lewis, Chad Jones, and a host of other Oaks in there. So it's going to be 4th and 9 and another punting situation for Southwestern.
Willie Gilbert carried the ball that time. Gilbert, the leading rusher for Southwestern, was suspended last week and didn't play in the loss to Kiger Creek, but he's back in there tonight.
Simpson again back to punt. Alan Potter set at his own 46, and this time the punt is hit. Alan Potter lets it hit, rolls down to the 36-yard line. So it ends up being a pretty good kick for Southwestern. It's just a little bit too short for Alan Potter to go after. He elected to let it hit. Southwestern got a good roll, so the Oaks will take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
38-yard punt. It's been an awful long first quarter, although the score is only 12-0. Minute and 7 seconds to go. We've been playing almost a half an hour for 10 minutes, or 12 minutes rather.
As he said, about a minute to go, 12-0 Oaks, and the Oak Hill offense breaks the huddle. Bill Harris split wide to the right, I-backs behind Alan Potter. Potter under center, takes the snap, and on the option pitches it to Bill Potter over the left side, and there's a fumble, and it looks like it's going to be recovered by the Oaks. I couldn't really see. No, they're pointing toward Southwestern, and he's changing it. He just pointed the wrong way, recovered by Chris French.
I don't know if that was a bad pitch or not. I thought it looked like a decent pitch. Bill may have taken his eye off of it. Bill's fumbled the ball quite a bit this year.
Well, I can understand why he took his eye off the ball, looking at all that real estate he had to cover with not too many white jerseys out there in front of him. Okay, so basically no gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10. Split backs behind Alan Potter. Bill Harris split wide to the right. Allen takes a snap, and up the middle gives to Bill Potter, and he gets out past the 40, out past the 45, still on his feet, and tackled near midfield by several Highlanders, but good strength shown by Bill Potter because he dragged a man with him about the last 5 yards.
Yeah, he got out of bounds, but he picked up enough for the first down as he went from about the 37-yard line to the 49, so that's an 18-yard. Well, they put it right at the 50-yard line, so that's a 13-yard gain.
That may have been the last play of the quarter, down under 10 seconds. Alan Potter under center. Ryan Potter, the single back behind him. Bill Potter's the slot to the left. Allen takes a snap and gives to the fullback, Ryan Potter. Huge hole up the middle. The coaches must have seen something there. Ryan Potter down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. As the Oak Hill Oaks lead the Southwestern Highlanders 12-0, we'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. The Oak Hill Oaks with the ball, 1st down and 10 from the Southwestern 27-yard line. Alan Potter under center. I-backs behind him. Bill Harris goes in motion left to right. Alan Potter pitches the ball to Bill Potter over the right side, and it looks like snuffed out well by the Southwestern defense. Number 41, Gilbert on the stop after a gain of 2 for Bill Potter, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Good pursuit in there by the Southwestern Highlanders. Bill Harris just couldn't quite get a block on his man.
And they had that scouted pretty well because as soon as Bill Harris went in motion, we could hear the coaches on the far sideline yelling, "Sweep, sweep," and they were right on that one.
Some statistics in the first quarter. Oak Hill 10 rushes, 101 yards, 1 out of 2 passing, 31. Southwestern 13 rushes, 20 yards, no passing.
I formation behind Alan Potter. Allen takes a snap, gives the Bill up the middle, and he's hit as soon as he gets a handoff for no gain. Hit by number 75. That is Tim Conwell. And Coach Bartholomew is going to call a timeout and talk to the offense. He's upset. He feels they should be able to move the ball better against Southwestern.
That's right, and I'd say somebody's going to get a tongue lashing. So with 11:07 to go in the half, Oak Hill leading 12-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
We're set to go. The Oaks have the ball 3rd down and 8 from the 25-yard line. I-backs under Alan Potter under center. And the pitch goes to Bill Potter over the left side, and he's going to have the 1st down and maybe more. He's down inside the 15 and brought down about to 10. And it looks like, what, we got a face mask?
Right. They just about bent his head backwards, so there's going to be a penalty tacked onto that, and that's something we don't like to see. Of course, you know, Bill Potter, a transfer from Southwestern, and I'd say they're going to do all they can against Bill because there's a lot of people who don't like the fact that he came up here.
Well, that's already a personal foul in the end zone, and now a flagrant face mask. And that's going to move the ball, I believe, to the 5-yard line for the Oaks. We'll have it 1st and goal from the 5.
15-yard gain by Bill, which puts him at almost 100 yards. He had 72. That makes him 87 on 8 carries, or 9 carries. So he's averaging about 9 yards every time he touches the ball.
Pretty good average. I'd say Bill will take that. And as we said, he's competing with Michael Parker from Portsmouth for area honors for points and yardage. The Oaks break the huddle. 1st and goal from the 5. Bill Harris splits wide to the left. Chris Simpson tied in to the right side. I formation behind Alan Potter. Potter takes a snap, pitches to Bill Potter over the right side. He cuts it to the outside, inside the 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Bill Potter with a nice juke to the inside, took it to the outside and dove for the flag, and that makes it Oak Hill 18, Southwestern nothing with 10:54 to go here in the first half. Brett Lewis set to kick the extra point. Alan Potter the holder. The snap from Chad Jones is a good one, but it gets through Alan Potter's hands. The flag is down. Allen's rolling to his left, and he's going to get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but we do have a flag down.
This one's going to come back, and I think it's the same situation they had a few weeks ago whenever the Oaks, what we thought was a bad snap, that was a fake punt because Bill Potter, right before the ball was snapped, he was ready to go into the end zone, and he moved too early. That was a set play for a 2-point conversion. They're going to have to try it again.
So that's going to move the ball back, and let's see if they let Brett try to kick it from here. Like we said, he's got plenty of leg. He just got to kick it straight.
That's right. Like I say, you know, in pregame warm-ups, I've seen him time and time again clear the bar from 50 yards away. So he's got the leg. It'll just depend on what, whether he can get a good snap and hold. They're bringing Alan Potter out of the ball game. Pete Deddy will do the holding now.
That's freshman Pete Deddy, and that's a tough job for a freshman quarterback in there. No, sophomore Pete Deddy. He'll get on me for that. Okay, good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is no good. This time it's wide to the left. So we got 10:54 to go here before halftime. The Oaks on top 18-0. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors. We're deep for Southwestern, and Stolniker's kick comes to him, and it's going to hit and get past him, and he's going to pick it up about the 15-yard line, cuts it up to about the 20, and he'll get out to the 21-yard line. Good coverage that time by Oak Hill. Let's see, Donnie Wallace and John Sharp in there again, and usually Mike Harden's in there also. But good coverage, and Southwestern will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 21.
That's been their biggest problem so far. They've just had no field position at all. They started in their own territory every time at the 9, the 33, the 34, the 25, and now the 21.
Okay, so the Oaks moving some new people in and out. The nose guard Curtis Strickland comes off, and I believe Chris Lovett in there for him. Again, full house backfield behind Davis. The handoff goes up the middle to Staten, and he's stopped by Chris Lovett and a few others. And we got a flag coming in there from deep. The back judge threw the flag about 20 yards, and I think he's going to call somebody from Oak Hill. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I saw a hit that sent a kid from Southwestern on his back. I'd say that's what the call will be.
No signal yet. Personal foul against Oak Hill, so that'll be a 15-yard mark off.
I'm not sure who it was against, but it really didn't look like the play was dead, but there was some Southwestern player standing there, not blocking, and he took punishment for it, but it must have been late, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Take the ball out to the 36-yard line and be 1st and 10 for Southwestern.
That's their first down of the ball game, so that's been the only way that's been their biggest gain of the game too.
Okay, 1st and 10. We'll say the ball at the 37-yard line. Strong left behind Davis, and the pitch goes to, that is Hayslip over the left side, and he's going to get nothing, right back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if we can get the numbers coming off the pile there. It looks like Brooke Morgan up from his linebacker position, and he comes up limping, and he's been nicked and bruised all year.
Yeah, he's had trouble with one of his ankles, and I hope that doesn't bother him in basketball, but he's done a fine job all the time he's in there. He's one of those kids that will not come out of the ball game unless they carry him out.
That's the truth. They're both tough kids. Yeah, and he's going to take up a lot of space on the court for Coach Hale, so I'm sure Coach Hale hoping he's okay. I formation this time for Southwestern, and we have an official's timeout. Looks like we have an equipment problem for Hayslip over there. And that's it. Hayslip split wide to the right. Staten, the fullback, Gilbert, the tailback, behind Davis. Davis pitches to Gilbert over the right side, and he's looking to pass. Coverage down there by Johnny Conley and Alan Potter, and it is incomplete. Looked like Haslip had a step, but a bad pass on that, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Led him a little bit over the wrong shoulder. He threw it more over the right than the left, and he lost sight of it there for a moment. I think he almost got his hands on it, but just a little off balance and wasn't able to gather it in.
Okay, Strickland into the ball game now, and Brooke Morgan is going to limp off. Let's see, they're going to move Chad Jones back to the linebacker position, and he should feel pretty comfortable back there.
Been playing there all year.
I formation behind Davis. Davis pitches to Gilbert over the right side, and they're going to try to pass back to the quarterback. No, they didn't. They threw it to the quarterback side to Foster. Harden on the coverage, but it was incomplete. But it looked like they had an open man.
He was wide open. If he had been able to get the pass out there, he may have went for a touchdown. But unfortunately for Southwestern, the ball was underthrown.
Gilbert took the ball as if he was running to the right, and the quarterback went out in a little pattern to the left. But they had another man about 10 yards past the quarterback Davis, but it's going to bring up a punting situation. High snap, and it's going to be blocked too, and it's going to be covered by Chris Lovett down there for the Oaks. So the Oaks will take over 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 28-yard line, and again, it looks like they've got problems with their snap.
Yeah, he had to run to his right to get that, and he tried to kick it while he's running. He missed a football. Nobody blocked it. I don't know whether you can call that a block or a fumble, but he dropped the ball to kick it, and he swung his foot, but he didn't hit anything but air.
Like one of those football follies there. But the Oaks will take the break. 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 28-yard line. The Oaks break the huddle. Chris Stonecker, the center, over the ball. Chris French split wide to the left. Simpson, the tight end, to the right side. I-backs behind Alan Potter. Potter takes a snap and gives on to Johnny Conley on a reverse. Johnny inside to 25, inside to 20, down to the 15, knocked out of bounds about the 11-yard line. Nice gain for Johnny Conley.
Right, and they had Southwestern completely fooled, everybody with their backs turned until Johnny got around the corner, and they were able to get him down, but not until he gained 16 yards.
I'm not sure just who the fastest kid on the team is, but I know Johnny, if he's not the fastest, he's one of the top 2 or 3, and showed some good speed getting to the outside.
Only thing bad happened on that one was they stopped the clock, went out of bounds.
Yeah, we've still got 9:04 to go here in the second quarter. The Oaks on top 18-0. The Oaks driving. The ball at the 11-yard line. And it looks like they're waiting for the ambulance to get set up down there. The ambulance arriving a little bit late. Chris French split wide to the right. That's the near side. Bill Harris in a slot to the right side. I-backs behind Potter. Alan Potter takes a snap, runs the option to the left, pitches to Bill Potter, and he stops and runs inside to 10, inside to 5. Touchdown, Bill Potter.
Oh, nice run. Bill took the pitch. The outside was completely cut off, and he didn't lose a step as he cut back up to the inside and got the score from about 11 yards out.
Yeah, that was a strange-looking play because Bill, as you say, took the pitch and then just stopped, and then just like a rocket saw the hole, cut back and went pretty much untouched into the end zone. It looked like he wanted to make contact with somebody down near the goal line, though.
8:57 to go. Good snap. This time the kick looks good. Up, it's off to the right again, so 0 for 4.
He's been close on several of them, just can't get it. And with 8:57 to go in the first half, the Oaks with 4 6-point scores lead 24-0, and we'll be back in just a moment. Kick for the 5th time here in the first half, and it's a high kick to the right side taken by Hayslip up past the 25, and he's going to be dropped down at the 29-yard line. Looked like Donnie Wallace in there with the first hit for the Oak Hill Special Teams.
Again, Wallace and Harden, 2 of the players that have been down time after time to make the stop on the kickoffs, and Wallace was there this time.
John Sharp also, number 51, the senior, who's done a real nice job on special teams for Oak Hill. And they'll mark the ball at the 30-yard line. The Highlanders have the ball 1st and 10 from there. And Brooke Morgan back into the ball game. Looks like his ankle's okay. Manley split to the left. And the pitch goes to Gilbert over the right side, and he's losing yardage on this one. He's going to be stopped by Bill Bell behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose 1 or 2. So real nice job by the cornerback in the ends for Oak Hill to contain that, not let him cut that one upfield.
Yeah, good pursuit by Bill Bell. Was able to make the tackle, and again, they got out of bounds. A loss of 1 on that one.
Okay, and as Buzz just told me, Bill Potter, 12 carries for 103 yards already. So Bill with another real nice quarter.
4 touchdowns, too.
4 touchdowns for Bill, helping his area leading scoring average. 3 backs behind Davis, and the handoff goes over the right side, and it looks like it's going to be a gain of 2, which is going to bring up 3rd down and 9. I believe that was Staten over there with the carry. Didn't quite get the number. That's Abe Hayslip getting off the pile.
Hayslip, again, only a sophomore, and the rumor is that he's going to be up here next year.
Well, Oak Hill's had some success with some of the Southwestern kids moving up here. Josh Ruff and, of course, Bill Potter. You got Gene Hall out there, Mike Harden, and Jason Dunlop. I believe that's it, but that's a good group.
Sure is, and they're going to help our program.
Again, 3 backs behind Davis, and the handoff goes to Staten over the right side, and he's going to get ahead for a gain of less than a yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down, another punting situation for Southwestern, and I believe Southwestern's going to take a timeout, and we've still got 7:46 to go here in the first half. The Oaks on top 24-0. We'll be back after these words. 21-yard line, set to kick, and with the snapping problem Southwestern had, it's interesting. Another bad snap, but you got to feel sorry for Simpson. He just gets it off quick off the side of his foot. The ball goes out of bounds at the Southwestern 47-yard line. So again, the Oaks will have good field position, but he just doesn't have a chance with the snap the way it's coming in there, Buzz.
No, it's not getting back there very quick, and that was only a 15-yard punt from the 32 to the 47. So
he's had 1 blocked. He's had another one that he didn't even get a foot on. I guess you could call that a block. And that one is like he learned his lesson. He didn't even hardly take a step and kicked it. And you just can't get a good kickoff in those situations. So the Oaks will take over 1st and 10. Chris French split wide to the left. Bill and Ryan Potter split behind quarterback Alan Potter. Allen takes a snap, and he's going to keep it running to the right, trying to get outside. Cuts it down to the 45, and he's going to be spun out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Kevin Staten there with a good pursuit for Southwestern.
Yeah, that was a complete keeper by Alan Potter. He didn't fake a handoff to anybody or look the pitch. He was just following his blockers, and unfortunately for Oak Hill, unfortunately for Southwestern, they had good pursuit.
Gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. The Oaks break the huddle. Chris French split to the far side. Bill Harris wing to the left side. I-backs behind Alan Potter. Potter takes a snap, hands off to Bill Potter over the right side, and he's got a hole. He cuts it outside, inside to 40, inside to 35, down to the 25-yard line. Real nice pickup by Bill Potter, and we got a late flag here. I'm not sure what happened here, but it's going to be something late, and the way Southwestern fans are celebrating, it might be against the Oaks.
18-yard carry. We'll have to wait and see what the penalty flag is.
Well, he'll get his yardage because the penalty was after the run, and I believe that is a, what was that, a personal foul signal? I didn't see it, Buzz. Okay, a clip. So that's going to bring it back. I believe it occurred right at the end of the play, about the 26-yard line, so that's where they're going to mark it off from.
Gee, it's 7:26 left.
The penalty moves the ball back to the Southwestern 41-yard line. 2nd and 4 for the Oaks.
The penalty marked off from the spot is going to take it back to the 41, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Bill Harris goes in motion right to left. Alan Potter takes a snap, and on the option, he's going to keep it inside the 40. He's got it inside the 35, inside the 30, stays on his feet, and he's tripped up inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Real nice pickup by the quarterback, Alan Potter.
Right, a lot of probably Southwestern thought he was going to pitch the ball as he has all evening, but he ran a 55-yard option for a touchdown this year and almost broke that one.
Real nice gain, so the Oaks have it 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 12-yard line. And the Oaks break the huddle. The official gives a signal to start the clock. He hasn't done that enough tonight. I-backs behind Alan Potter. Harris goes in motion left to right. Allen takes a snap, and again the option, and again Allen's going to keep it, and he's going to lose some yardage on this one. Got held up at the line. He stays on his feet and finally dragged down.
The official's a little bit slow on that whistle. I mean, his forward progress had already been stopped, and they were just pushing him backwards, but they're going to let the backward push go because they're marking it back to a 5-yard loss back from the 12 to the 17.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 15. And as you said, that's when you can get kids hurt, when you got them stood up there and fighting for extra yardage and people still coming to take a shot.
Yeah, we're going to probably see something again to the outside.
I-backs behind Alan Potter. Harris to the near side, French to the far side. Potter takes a snap, gives to Bill Potter up the middle. No, that's Bill Bell down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. But we got a flag, and I think we got some motion against Oak Hill.
Yeah, I think it will be a legal motion against Oak Hill.
That'll negate a good gain by Bill Bell. And flags galore here, and it just seemed to have come all of a sudden, but a lot of mistakes being made.
Yeah, we went through the first quarter and almost half, or a little over half of this one with not very many flags, but then about 3 here in the last minute or so.
So again, the Oaks will be losing yardage. The ball marked back to the 22. So they've lost 10 yards on this possession so far. It's going to be 2nd down and 20. Chris French splits to the left. Again, I-backs behind Alan Potter, and that is Bill Bell at tailback. Alan Potter calling out the signals, and he's going to throw the ball, rolling to his right. He's got Chris Simpson wide open, and it's a touchdown.
I was going to say, if he drops this one, it needs his backside kicked.
And it's hard to understand how nobody can pick him up. He's been Oak Hill's main receiver all year, and Alan Potter rolled to his right. Nobody picked up Chris Simpson, and he was wide open in the end zone. And with 5:41 to go here in the second quarter, that makes it Oak Hill 30, Southwestern nothing.
Just get the extra point.
Brett Lewis again set to kick. Pete Deddy with the hold, and the kick is blocked, and it is no good. And again, the Oaks having their problems with the extra points, but not having problems scoring.
Scored 30-0 with 5:41 to go. So the Oaks have been successful on offense and defense. Just the only thing that they haven't been doing right tonight has been the extra points.
Chris Stonecker again set to kick, and it's off the side of his foot, a high short kick that hits it to 27, taken by Hayslip, the up man, and he goes to the right side, cuts up to about the 28-yard line, and he's going to be gang tackled there by a bunch of Oaks, and Southwestern will have the ball 1st and 10, again inside their 30, and as you said, poor field position all night.
And again, you know, I hate to say this about anybody, but I swear that it doesn't appear to me that they want to. It doesn't appear to me that they want anything to do with the football, because he should have had that in the air and on a dead run, and he would have picked up a good 5 or 6 more yards. But they're wanting to let the ball hit and pick it up and hopefully get snowed under without too much of a hit put on them.
Chris's kicks have been high, and that's helped. That gives the coverage team time to get down there on the ball. And looks like we got some more equipment problems over there.
20-6 Jackson score.
And Southwestern trying a little trickery here. They got nobody behind quarterback Abe Hayslip. A bunch of people set off to the right side, and that's not going to work. Incomplete pass.
That one was almost intercepted. I think that was Brett Lewis out there. Paul was thrown just a little bit behind him. They're going with a hurry-up huddle.
And they got 2 men split out wide to the left. They got their entire line to the right. The only thing they got is center Steve Davis, who was the quarterback, Abe Hayslip, who was a tailback, and the snap goes to Abe Hayslip, and he's thrown it over the middle, and it is incomplete. The attempt was to number 36. That's Guy Crago. He got his hands on it, but it was incomplete. And this is kind of making it interesting. I've never seen any kind of formation like this.
They're trying it a 3rd time. They don't have anything to lose.
Davis with the snap to Hayslip, and we got flags. I'm not sure what it was, but Hayslip was hit as soon as he released the ball.
I don't think anybody was set on the Southwestern side of the football, especially on the far side. It was just hurry up and snap it. Nobody was set. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
Well, this offensive formation looks like something they do to punish Hayslip. He's been the back there running, And now Davis, who was the quarterback, snapping him the ball, and a high snap, and he's being rushed. He's got nobody to block for him, and he's just getting abused.
Illegal procedure.
Southwestern penalty, illegal procedure.
You think you take more time.
4-yard line, 3rd and 15, Southwestern.
How does they start out at the 28? They've missed incomplete on 2 passes.
You go to
and
24,
get the
I
ball
know
to
that.
24.
Okay, Southwestern back to a regular formation now, I formation. The pitch was to the right side, but there was nobody there, and he's going to be caught from behind. It looked like Brett Lewis, the end on that side. Davis went to pitch the ball, and the backs went to the left. He was pitching to the right. Brett Lewis, a real nice penetration there, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 20.
Loss of 5 on the play, and I don't know. Maybe they don't want to carry the football. I can't see going into the 10th game and somebody going the wrong way. We'll see what happens.
And another punt and a better snap high, but he misses the snap anyhow, and he's going to be dropped at the 5-yard line where the Oaks are going to take over 1st and goal from the 5. And it's just one of those things like the snowball effect. Once they start getting out of control, it's getting farther and farther out of control. And there's nothing that Southwestern coach Jack James can do right now but sit and watch.
No, that's about it. So Oak Hill's going to be punching another one in here with 4 minutes and 38 seconds. The clock moving, fortunately.
30 to nothing. The Oaks on top. They got the ball 1st and goal from the 5.
Bill Potter's in there. You got the Potter connection. Alan, Ryan, and Bill. Look for Bill to get it outside.
Yeah, I'd say they'll try to get Bill another touchdown. And on the option, Allen keeps the ball, and he's inside the 5, and he's going to score easily. Why pitch the ball when you can go in yourself that easily?
That's being stingy. He should have threw that ball back to Bill.
I know. I'll say good decision by Alan Potter. He went in untouched. And as we've said, Allen, who runs back punts, has done a real nice job running that option for Oak Hill this year.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Allen's probably one of the better option quarterbacks we've had here at Oak Hill High School in quite a while, and it just seems like he knows when to pitch the ball and when not to pitch it. Another blocked extra point try.
So we got 4:17 to go here in the first half. The Oaks on top 36 to nothing. We'll be back for the final 4:17 of the first half in just a moment. And set to kick off, and as we said, his legs got to be getting tired. This is his 7th kick of the first half. And kicking into a win. It's a pretty nice kick taken by Hayslip at the 23-yard line. Out past the 30 to the 33, falls ahead near the 35-yard line. And that's going to be just about the best field position for Southwestern here of the first half.
Let's see where they mark it. Their farthest, deepest start of a drive has been the 34, and that's where they're starting this one. So this is their best field position today. We might as well say this one's at the 35. It's a little bit closer to the 35.
And the Oaks with a lot of new personnel in the ball game now. I see John Riddle over there at the right end. Not a lot of personnel, but they got John Riddle and a few others in there. I formation behind Davis. The handoff goes up the middle. And I believe that was Staten ahead for a gain of 2. Let's check the number there. 36, that is Guy Crago. So we'll give him a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9.
Nobody having any trouble. They've run all kinds of players in there. Southwestern doesn't have anything to lose. Why not try some off-the-wall stuff?
Oh, yeah, like we said, this could make their entire season. And they don't have a terrible record, 3-5-1 coming in. So they'll end up with a respectable record. Davis hands off again to Craig over the left side, and Steve Radeball and a host of Oaks wrap him up after a gain of 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Southwestern just not able to move the ball at all here, Buzz.
No, statistically, with that loss of 14 yards on that bad punt snap, they've got at best 25 yards.
3rd down and 7. Manley splits to the left, full house backfield behind Davis. Davis under center, takes a snap, and again handoff up the middle, and Chris Lovett in there with good penetration stops him for no gain. So Staten gets no yardage on that, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. And I'm betting Simpson, at least for one, hopes they go for it.
Yeah, I look from the punt. If I could just get a good snap back, I mean, you know, he's got off a couple of good punts, 35 and 38 yards, so he's got the ability to do it if they just get this ball back to him.
Okay, snap is high, but it's to him, and a short step, and it's a nice kick. Over Alan Potter's head, it's going to bounce it to 26 and go out of bounds just about there. So with 2:09 to go here in the first half, the Oaks will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26, leading the Southwestern Highlanders 36-0.
And we've got second unit players going in. I see Trent Thomas going in at quarterback. Billy Bell will be the tailback. Brandon Devers will be a wide receiver. Probably Chad Sharp in at fullback. We've got the second unit out there now.
Okay, number 65, I believe that's Brian Keener, the last one to come onto the field with the play. And that is 13, Trent Thomas at quarterback. Number 80, that's Garner Barker, split wide to the right. And we're going to have some problems with these numbers, but just be patient. Looks like Johnny Conley in there at tailback and Bill Bell at fullback behind Trenton Thomas. Thomas under center. Takes the snap, pitches to Johnny Conley over the right side, being pursued in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
I'll tell you what, you go back to the late 70s, even the mid 70s, up to the 1990s, and the Oak Hill Oaks, whenever they've come into a season with a quarterback, a young quarterback, say a sophomore like Trent Thomas, and I wouldn't be surprised if Trent Thomas isn't the starting quarterback next year. I can go back lots of years, and I can see a lot of times that Oak Hill started with a sophomore quarterback, the most recent being Alan Potter.
Thomas hands off to the fullback Bill Bell over the right side, pushing ahead back past the original line of scrimmage. Going to get out near the 28-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. 1:15 to go here in the first half.
I'll tell you, like I said, Trent Thomas has got a good arm. He played well in the on the reserve level against some awful good opponents. I know he and Pete shared the quarterbacking duties, but Trent led the Oaks to a victory over Sims Valley just this week.
Okay, Trent hands off up the middle, and that's Johnny Conley again, and he's going to get ahead for a gain of about 1 or 2. It's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, he got ahead farther than I thought. It's going to be 4th down and 1. We got about 40 seconds to go, and I doubt if the Oaks are going to take a chance and punt it here. Tommy Atkins bringing into play from Coach Bartholomew. The Oaks break the huddle. Atkins split to the left. Garner Barker split to the right. Bell and Conley I formation behind Trent Thomas. Thomas under center. And the handoff goes up the middle to the fullback, and I believe he's going to be short of the 1st down. And if that's the case, Southwestern will take over on downs for the 2nd time in this first half. Good plan.
First down, Southwestern takes over on downs. First down, Southwestern.
Go ahead and heck it up. I formation behind Davis. Davis pitches to Craig over the right side, and he's going to try to throw the ball. He's got a nice arm, and he's got a man down there, but Alan Potter intercepts. Alan Potter, the safety man back there with the interception. He brings it out to about the 6-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half. And it was a long one. The Oak Hill Oaks 36, the Southwestern Highlanders nothing. We'll be back with first half stats after these words. We'll go down there first. Yeah.
participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years, and jazz band 1 year. Joe Chapman, daughter of Charlie and Paula Chapman. Joe has served as feature twirler for 2 years and head majorette for 1 year, as well as participating in the following groups: majorette 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years. Jamie Clifford, daughter of John and Deborah Clifford. Jamie has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years, jazz band and section leader 2 years. Charlie Crabtree, son of Tom and Johanna Crabtree. Charlie has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years. Andrea Kreider, daughter of Greg and Gwen Taylor. Andrea has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years. Alicia Lloyd, daughter of Paul and Mamie Lloyd. Alicia has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years, section leader 2 years. Jennifer Ramsey, daughter of Bill and Pam Ramsey. Jennifer has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band 4 years, section leader 1 year. Elizabeth Rife, daughter of Tom Rife and Marta Michael. Beth has participated in the following groups: Flag Corps 2 years, assistant flag captain 1 year, concert band 2 years. Heather Welch, daughter of Jean and Beulah Welsh. Heather has participated in the following groups: marching band 4 years, concert band 4 years, pep band, jazz band, marching band section leader 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Jason Wallace honors the seniors by playing the Alma Mater.
Dave, would you do me a favor? You know my chocolate flag? Okay, back here. All the way to the back. Big right one. Right there by the hand. You see that here with my glove. Glove. You know you like it? Bottom back. Make sure you don't want to leave it.
back into the end zone. He's going to pick it up and try to bring it out. He's got a few blockers in front of him. Cuts it. He's got some room along the left side of the field, and he's going to have a nice return. Allen with some good speed back towards the middle of the field, cuts it up. He's out past midfield and dropped at the 48-yard line of Southwestern. And what looked like could have been a problem is a real nice return for Alan Potter.
And I think he kicked that ball backwards on purpose. No, he bent down to pick it up and accidentally kicked it, and he rolled back near the goal line. He started to his right, and I think with a heads-up play, he looked and saw all of it there. He looked to the left and didn't see anything. He just took a quick slant to the left side, and if he had had just a little bit more speed, maybe even Bill Potter's speed had been a touchdown.
So the Oaks going with their senior group on offense for the first series. They've got Alan Potter at quarterback, Ryan and Bill Potter at the fullback and tailback. And on the option, the pitch goes to Bill Potter, and if Bill Harris gets a good block, he might have some room down inside the 40, down inside the 30, fights down to the 23-yard line, and a real nice run for Bill Potter. Now he puts him up around 150.
He had 128, and that one went from the 48-yard line to the 20, we'll call it the 22, so that's a 26-yard gain, so that's going to put him about 160 yards.
First down and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Brooke Morgan and John Sharp trot onto the field for Coach Bartholomew and his staff. We have to mention them. They got a real good staff, and as soon as this play's over, we'll talk about the coaching staff of Oak Hill, and they've done a real nice job this year. Chris French splits wide to the right, Bill Harris to the left. Ryan Potter the fullback, Bill Potter the tailback. Allen takes a snap, gives to Bill, and he's hit right when he gets the ball, fumble, and it looks like Southwestern's going to get it. That was a little misdirection play, and Bill was hit before he got the ball, and Southwestern recovers.
I'll tell you, that looked like Bill Potter fumbling the football, but if you give anybody a loss on that, you got to give it to Alan Potter because Bill never got the football. Bill never got the football.
Good penetration. I'm not sure just who that was from Southwestern, but Conwell with the recovery. Southwestern will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Talking about the coaching staff, I hope I don't forget any, but they've got Jim Sloan, Dale Gregg, Gene Gatrell, Brian Hedden, Merrill Deddy, Tony Simpson, Coach Bartholomew, and Tim Seitz, and they've done a real nice job this year. And the handoff goes to, that's Crago up the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, stopped by Wade Burdine and Chris Lovett, and a few other Oaks in there, and as it's been the whole game, just no room up the middle.
And I just now noticed, but Chad Jones slow to get up. It was his left knee, and he's walking slowly to the sideline. We may not see Chad the rest of this game.
No sense in taking any chances with Chad. Tell you, and that may be the last time he steps foot on the field as an Oak Hill Oak, but what a heck of a career he's had for Oak Hill.
4-year starter, and there's only been 1 or 2 of those here at Oak Hill.
Okay, Davis hands off to, let's see, I believe that's Crago again, out past the 30 near the 31-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6. And we didn't hear about him much in the first half, but the first 2 plays here in the second half, it's Crago for Southwestern.
Well, their big ball carriers up to tonight's game has been Hayslip and Gilbert, and neither one of those guys have got the call very many times tonight, or at least when they haven't got much.
And the defensive line, let's see, we got Lovett, Radeball, Burdine, Stoniker. Okay, Davis takes a snap. We got a flag over the left side. John Riddle over there from his right end position does a real nice job and stops Hayslip for no gain.
I'd say the Oaks are going to decline this penalty.
And if they do, that'll bring up 4th down and 6. We haven't seen John Riddle at that end position very much, but real nice job there staying at home, standing up the runner until his pursuit got there. And they're talking to the Oaks, and I'd say they'll decline it, bring up 4th down. And as we saw in the first half, an interesting situation being a punting situation for Southwestern.
They may go for it.
And it looks like Simpson is back to punt, standing at his own 20-yard line. Alan Potter standing at his own 44. High snap, but the kick is a pretty good one, a knuckleball. Alan Potter takes it at the 36, and he avoids one tackler, cuts back to the right side, tries to get outside, and he's stopped at the 40-yard line, where the Oaks will take over 1st and 10 from there. But a pretty good kick that time by Simpson, who's had some problems, and they haven't been problems of his own making.
That's about a 30-yard punt with virtually no return. So we look out there and we see Bill Potter and most of the first offensive unit back out on the field.
Well, I'd say since they didn't get a chance with that fumble in the last series, they'll give them one last drive. The coaches were talking about get the JV and the freshman team some playing time here in the second half. The Oaks on top, 36-0. We got 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Alan Potter under center, I formation. French to the near side, Harris to the far side. And on the option, Alan Potter keeps it, cuts up field, and he stays on his feet out past the 45 to near the 46-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of right around 5-yard line, 5 yards, second down and 5.
Good run by Allen again. Good choice not to pitch. I think whichever he had done on the play, whether he pitched it or whether he kept it, they were going to get some good yardage. But he's done a good job with that option tonight.
The Oaks break the huddle. French split wide to the left. Bill Harris slot to the left side. I-backs behind Alan Potter. Chris Simpson, the big 6'7" tight end, to the right side. Potter takes a snap, hands off to Bill Potter up the middle, and he makes a nice little cut, and with good balance, stays on his feet and gets close to the first down. He had to put his right arm down there to keep his balance, fell forward, and it's going to be close. Let's see. I believe they're going to give it to him. First down for the Oaks.
He got just enough. He needed 4, and that's what he got.
First down, ball at the 49-yard line of the Highlanders. The Oaks break the huddle with Harris to the near side, French to the far side. Simpson, the tight end, to the right side, holding his wrist. Hopefully nothing wrong there. I know Coach Hale hopes there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I-backs behind Alan Potter. Allen calling out signals, takes a snap, and the handoff to the fullback up the middle. That's Ryan Potter. He gets down near the 45-yard line, gain of 4. That'll be second down and 6 for the Oaks.
I haven't had Ryan carrying the ball very much tonight, but the Oaks have scored quickly and often, and very few of them from any kind of a distance at all away from the goal line.
Yeah, Ryan, the only junior in the backfield with Bill and Alan Potter. And Ryan, as we said the last few weeks, has proved himself to be a very good fullback.
Yeah, and he's going to be a big help next year.
And on the sprint draw goes to Bill Potter, and he slips, but still stays on his feet and gains some yards down inside the 40 to the 39. Should have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Real nice job of staying on his feet. I don't know how he did it, and he's just short of the first down.
Bill Potter's done a couple of things this year that I haven't believed in. That was one of them, because like you said, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. I thought he had slipped and fallen, but apparently he regained his balance and was able to pick up almost first down.
And the one I remember more than any is the 2-point conversion down at Sims Valley, which was just a huge play for Oak Hill. I-backs behind Alan Potter. Allen takes a snap, pitches to Bill Potter over the left side, and he fights ahead for the first down near the 35-yard line. Looked like his lead blocker, Ryan Potter, the fullback, slipped, and Bill had to jump over him to get ahead for any yardage, and he got a gain of close to 5, and it's going to be a first down.
Took the ball to the 35-yard line. Excellent run by Bill Potter. Although 5 yards people wouldn't expect much of a run out of 5 yards, but it was a big 5 yards because, again, it possibly should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage.
French wide to the left. Harris goes in motion left to right, and on the option to the right, and Allen's going to be smothered before he gets a chance to pitch the ball to Bill Potter. Looked like Bill had some room, but good penetration by the defensive line for Southwestern.
I also think there was a little bit of a mix-up there, because usually whenever you got a guy coming in motion, he usually clears the quarterback almost out to the end of the line of scrimmage, but Bill Harris wasn't but just a step or two past Ryan Potter, and I think there was a little bit of a mix-up there.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down and 14. Ball back to the 39-yard line. Harris to the near side. French to the far side. Into a stiff wind. And the fullback up the middle, that's Ryan Potter, back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up third down and 10. And we almost had motion from the right guard on Oak Hill, but no flag.
Pause it for a minute. Try to get all that on this side of this play.
It's been a lot quicker quarter.
Yeah. Bill might get to play a lot more than what they thought.
And the Oaks break the huddle, split backs behind Alan Potter. And the handoff goes to the fullback Ryan Potter down inside the 30, down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And the fullback gets the first down for the Oaks.
He got the first down and actually picked up 11 yards. Make that about 12 yards on the carry. So, and it was straight up the middle. And not only is Ryan Potter big for his size, he's got some good quickness.
Yeah, he's surprised a lot of people the way he hits those holes this year. And the Oaks continue this drive from the Southwestern 24-yard line. Split backs behind Alan Potter. Potter gives to Bill over the right side. He cuts it inside the 20, stays on his feet inside the 10, and he's going to score. Bill Potter with another nice run, avoids 2 or 3 tacklers, fights him off, and then just kind of jogs into the end zone for the first touchdown of the second half for the Oaks. And that's a good way for Bill Potter to end his career here at Oak Hill. I'd say that'll be the last time he'll carry the ball.
It might well be. That's his 5th touchdown. It ties his a record that he and Bobby Ward and Tim Williams all have. But I think he has set a precedent there as far as 5 touchdowns in a game. That's the 3rd time this year he's done that.
Okay, and the Oaks, so far they're 0 for 6 on their extra point kicks. Let's see if they can make it 1 for 7. And I'm not sure what happened, but the Southwestern players jumped off sides, but it looked like Pete Deddy, the holder, was expecting the ball, so maybe there was a miscommunication between the holder and the snapper.
I don't know what happened either, but I know that the whole ball game long, the linebackers for Southwestern has been stunning and showing blitz on just about every play, and if Oak Hill didn't draw them off, which it looks like they have, it's going to be encroachment against Southwestern, so they're just a little bit too antsy to get in there and block that kick.
Okay, Pete Deddy moves the tee up just a little bit. The snap is good at the set, and the kick is up, and it's no good. Off to the right, and the Oaks again with problems with their extra point. But with 4:22 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's the Oaks 42, the Highlanders nothing. We'll be back in just a moment. The Oaks have the reserve kick team in. Bobby Hayslip kicks it short, but Southwestern have a hard time picking the ball up. And some Oaks in there, Mike Harden, Josh Donnelly, and a few Oaks in there trying to get the ball. Let's see who got up off the pile. Brad Reese also in there trying to get the ball, but Southwestern recovers. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And the Oaks, they went with their first offense on the first drive. It looks like they're going to go with their first defense. One more drive. Chris French, the backup quarterback, taking snaps on the sideline for Oak Hill. But the Southwestern offense has Manley split wide to the left. I-backs behind Davis. And Davis rolling right, looking to throw. And the short underneath pass is completed to that Staten. And he gets ahead for a nice gain out to the 33-yard line. And it looks like a whole new group of defenders are coming in from Oak Hill. They're making about 8 substitutions on this play. So they may have just wanted to get those seniors one more play for defense.
Announce out there that that's the seniors playing possibly their final play of the ball game.
And the Oak Hill seniors, as they come off the field, get a well-deserved hand from the crowd here at Oak Hill High School. They got an awful lot to be proud of with the accomplishments that they've had here at Oak Hill High School on the football field. And with that senior group, they got a lot to be proud of with their accomplishments in the classroom also. Crago gets ahead for what appears to be a first down. The ball spotted right on the 35-yard line, and that is going to be a first down. So Southwestern gets a rare first down tonight.
That's only their 2nd first down of the ball game and only their first legitimate, as the only first down they had in the first half came as a result of a 15-yard penalty. And I think this is their deepest penetration of the ball game right here. Well, no, I think they've not yet made it to midfield, but close to it right here.
Davis takes a snap, hands off to, I believe that's Crago again from the tailback position. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Stopped by Gene Hall, Ryan Morgan, Strickland, and Brooke Morgan also in there on the play. But it's going to be marked for no gain, 2nd down and 10. Or maybe they will mark him for a loss maybe of a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 11. 3:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Oaks on top 42-0.
The game on that last play, 2nd and 10.
Newsom splits wide to the left this time for Southwestern. Manley to the right. I-backs behind Davis. Davis takes a snap, rolling to his right, being pressured by Chris Simpson. And the underneath pass is almost picked off out there by Travis McCain, but it bounced into his hands, so it's going to be incomplete and 3rd down and 11.
Passing situation for Southwestern, and they've only completed one all evening, that on this possession here prior to their first down. So even whether it be first team or second team in there, they're not getting much time to do anything.
He's not getting much time, but he does look like he's got a decent arm. He's thrown that short route out about 5 yards pretty well. Again, I-backs behind Davis, rolling to his right, and they try the draw play where they hand it in front of the player. And we got problems out there. Looks like Staten and Gene Hall. And a flag is thrown, and I believe that's going to be on Gene Hall and give Southwestern a 1st down.
May well be, but the only punch I saw thrown was by Staten. So we'll wait and see what the officials decide to do.
Yeah, Gene with a high tackle up around the neck. Looked like a little bit of, just talk going on. It'll be a 15-yard penalty against Oak Hill, and it will give Southwestern the ball 1st and 10 near midfield. So this is definitely the deepest penetration of Southwestern for the night.
Yeah, this is the farthest they've been, and they're going to actually go into Oak Hill territory. No, not quite. Going to be right at midfield. So
1st down and number 36 for Oak Hill. That's Brandon Devers coming into the game, and Brooke Morgan coming out. And Southwestern's going to take a timeout. So we've got 2:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Oaks on top 42-0. We'll be back after these messages. For the Highlanders, Crago split to the left, I formation behind Davis, and he's rolling to his left this time, looking for Crago downfield, but he's hit just as he releases the ball and almost picked off by Travis McCain. Let's see, looked like number 56 in there, and that is Brad Reese in with the pressure for the Oaks.
Brad Reese has played quite a bit these last 2 or 3 ball games and has done a good job. And again, there you go with situation that the Oaks have been in this last couple of ball games. A lot of the players that's going to be put into action next year getting a lot of playing time.
Mike Kaiser comes in for the Oak Hill defense on 2nd down and 10 near midfield. Number 88, that's Newsom, split to the left. And Twins to the right, I-backs behind Davis. And a pitch goes to Craig over the right side, and he's into Oak Hill territory down near the 45-yard line. And that's where they're going to spot it, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Southwestern. And the first time they've been in Oak Hill territory all night.
2:25 to go in the ball game, or 3rd quarter rather, and they get it to the Oak Hill 46, which is their deepest penetration.
3rd, and we'll call it a long 5. And I'd say this is 4-down territory. They're going against Oak Hill's JV defense, and as a coach, you got to try to score. It doesn't matter if you don't get it on 4th down here.
All right.
But it's 3rd now, 3rd down and a long 5, and the pitch goes to Hayslip over the left side, and he's hit by Ryan Potter, it looks like, for no gain. And we haven't seen Ryan Potter on defense much this year, but he did a nice job right there.
No, he hasn't. He's usually a linebacker, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4th down. They give him forward progress just across the 45-yard line to the Oak Hill 44, so it's going to be 4th and 4.
Okay, and the official's calling a timeout. Looks like we might have another equipment problem. He's back in Southwestern's huddle, and while they're checking that out, we'll be back in just a moment. Davis under center has problems with the snap, pitches to Craig over the right side, and he's got some good yardage. He's going to be close to the 1st down. It depends on the spot. He had to get right near the 40-yard line, and it looked like they've got the nose of the ball maybe just past the 40, so this is going to be close on the measurement. And they give him the 1st down. They don't even bring out the chains. So Southwestern continuing to drive down under 1:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Highlanders break the huddle. I-backs behind Davis. And the pitch goes to Hayslip over the left side, and he's looking for a hole. Cuts forward for a gain of 4 yards down to the Oak Hill 36-yard line. It's going to bring
One of the things that the coaching staff was talking in the locker room at halftime, the fact that possibly Abe is going to be up here next year, about the speed that he's got, the fact that he was able to chase Bill Potter down from behind, and they were very impressed by the speed and say he's going to be a good ball player.
They gave him a gain of 5. It's going to be second down and 5. And the handoff to the fullback up the middle, that's Staten. He falls ahead to the 33-yard line, gain of 2. It's going to bring up third down and 3. Looks like we got Potter and Devers in there on the stop for the Oaks.
I don't know if they'll get another playoff. I think that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The score, Oak Hill 42, Southwestern nothing. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of football right after these messages.
Third down, and we'll call it 2 to start the fourth quarter. And the pitch goes to Craig over the right side, and he's inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Another first down for the Highlanders, and a nice drive put together by the Highlanders against the JV defense here for Oak Hill. First and 10 from the Oak Hill 25. The Oaks on top, 42-0. Southwestern breaks the huddle. Manley split to the left. Staten, Crago, and Hayslip behind Davis. Davis hands off to Staten up the middle, and he's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kevin Staten for Southwestern. Nice big hole off the right side. And with 11:32 to go in the fourth quarter, Southwestern gets on the board and makes it 42-6.
Nice run in there by Staten, right straight up the middle, and he drug an Oak Hill defender into the end zone with him.
Southwestern will be going for 2 here. Newsom split to the left. I formation. Davis under center. And the pitch goes to Crago, and he's hit and stopped short, hit by Travis McCain on a nice stop.
That's right. Travis stepped up in there from his cornerback spot and put the shoulder to him and wasn't able to get in.
So we've got 11:32 to go in the ball game. It's the Oaks 42, the Highlanders 6. We'll be back with the final action of the 1991 football season in just a moment. Simpson set to kick for Southwestern. A line drive fielded by Donnie Wallace at the 16-yard line. Up the left side, past the 25, past the 30, and he's got some room. Out past the 40, stays on his feet and dropped at the 43-yard line. Nice return by Donnie Wallace.
Almost cut down the Oak Hill coaching staff, but Scott Bartholomew was there and had to leap over top of Donnie as he was slung out of bounds.
Slow as Bartholomew is, I'm surprised he got out of the way before Wallace got there. First and 10 from the 45-yard line, and Chris French will be the quarterback for the Oaks. Billy Bell will be fullback, Johnny Conley at tailback. And we have Bobby Jenkins split to the near side, Garner Barker to the far side. French takes the handoff, gives to the fullback, Bill Bell, up the middle, and he gets a gain of about 5 yards up near midfield. We'll call it second down and 5. And the Oaks are going to be bringing at least 2 players off the sidelines on every play here. That time, Tommy Atkins and Travis McCain came in for the Oaks. Travis will be at fullback. And Johnny Conley still at the tailback. Chris French calling out the signals, and he gives it to Conley from the tailback position, and he's met just as soon as he gets the ball for a loss of 2. We'll say maybe a loss of 3 on the play, so that's going to bring up third down and 8, and Southwestern has a hurt player on the field. And while they're checking him out, we'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Kill offense breaks the huddle. Chris French at quarterback. He's got I formation behind him. And Chris pitches it to Johnny Conley over the right side, trying to get outside. And a nice little juke move, and he's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to be dragged down at near the 30-yard line. Looks like we got a loose ball. And I believe Southwestern's going to come up with it. But fumble on the play.
We got a problem. The chains are being moved, and there's a flag in the backfield.
So, yeah, the official telling the flags to stay back there because we do have a penalty. Yeah, I believe it's going to be against Oak Hill, so it'll be declined. Southwestern will take over 1st and 10. Let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like it's going to be about the Oak Hill 26-yard line. And with 10 minutes exactly to go here in the ball game, Southwestern trying to drive again.
The winning ticket number for tonight's stretch of time, 058-293. 058-293.
See, where they got that ball? Where's that ball at?
Looks like right at the 30, doesn't it? 30-yard line.
Southwestern takes over after the Buckner 1st and 10 ball at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, Southwestern has the ball, handoff over the right side. That looks like Staten, I believe, gets ahead for a gain of close to 5. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 out near the 35-yard line. Got some Highlanders slow getting up. I believe that's Staten. He's limping around a little bit, but he's going to try to stay in the ball game. The Oaks with a lot of substitutions on defense. Josh Donnelly coming out now. And the Highlanders break the huddle. I-backs behind Davis. Davis under center calling out the signals, and the pitch goes to Craig over the right side, and again Travis McCain steps up with the first hit. Craig falls forward for a gain of close to 3, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and, looks like 1. 3rd down and 1. We'll have to give him a gain of 4 if they're going to mark it out near the 39-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Southwestern running the ball effectively, but not really running over the 2nd and 3rd group of the Oak Hill defense. Davis under center, hands off up the middle, and that is Crago again. He burst through the line out to the 48-yard line. Plenty of yardage for the 1st down. Clock running, 8:26 to go in the ball game. I believe that was Matt Henry on the stop for the Oaks, and I know the coaches are looking forward to getting him in the lineup next year.
Yeah, only a sophomore this year. He's played some varsity with the 1st unit off and on defensively through the year.
Up at North Gallia, I remember, he got some quality minutes. And again, Davis hands off to Hayslip, and Hayslip's hit and dropped for a loss. That looks like number 34, Travis McCain again, and Travis McCain in on just about every tackle here for the Oak Hill defense.
Yeah, Travis did a very good job on that play, and they wanted to go outside with it, but Travis stepped up in there quickly and cut off any thoughts of getting outside.
With his forward progress, they'll give him a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. The Highlanders break the huddle with Manley, split to the far side. Hayslip, wing to the right. I-backs behind Davis. And the pitch goes to Crago again over the right side, and he's got a little bit of room down near the 44-yard line of Oak Hill. Again, Travis McCain in on stop for the Oaks. Jason Hall also in there for Oak Hill. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long yard. And again, nice, slow, steady drive here, keeping it on the ground, and that means the clock's ticking, and that's what we want right now.
Right, they're keeping the ball inbounds, but the Southwestern Highlanders doing a good job. Most of their yardage, though, coming off tackle or to the outside.
Newsom split to the left. Davis hands off to Crago right up the middle, and he's going to fall forward. I believe he's going to have the 1st down. Not by much. He got it by about half a yard, but the Highlanders have another 1st down. And they'll spot the ball near the Oak Hill 40-yard line. And I know, as we've said many times before, just the pride of it, this 2nd group of Oak Hill defense and the 3rd group, they want to do a good job and stop them here, not let them get it in the end zone again.
Yeah, they had the shutout taken away from them. Don't want to let them score a 2nd time.
Davis pitches to Hayslip over the left side, looking for a hole, and he's not going to find one. He's hit right at the 40, falls ahead for maybe a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9.
Gain of less than a yard, 2nd and 10 for Southwestern.
The Highlanders break the huddle. Newsom split to the right. Davis takes the snap, gives the ball up the middle again, I believe. Fumble. The ball's on the ground, and I believe Southwestern's going to get it. One of the Oaks had a chance. He lost his footing a little bit. Let's see if we can get a number on who recovered that. Looks like number 52, and that is Devin Metzger. And they're going to gain some yards. It's going to make it 3rd down and a short 5 for the Highlanders. Clock ticking. Got about 5.5 minutes to go. Number 72 hustling in for the Oaks. That is Mike Blackburn. And 66, Matt Henry off the field. The pitch goes to the right side, and the ball carrier is stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a half a yard. Looks like Blackburn and 45 for the Oaks. That is Jason Hall in there again on the stop. So 4th down and 4, and the Oaks would like to hold him here.
Yeah, they would. They give him a gain of about a yard, but it was a hard yard. I know that.
And the Highlanders break the huddle with Newsom split to the right. Crago wing to the left, and Davis rolling to his left, being chased out there, and this is a quarterback keep. Travis McCain hits him, but Davis stays on his feet for the 1st down near the 25-yard line. Being chased by number 11, Dwight Delaney, just had too much speed to the outside. Travis got his hands on him, but missed the tackle, and another 1st down for Southwestern.
Gain of 9. Davis able to get around the corner and cut it up, and the Oak Hill pursuit wasn't there. Gain of 9, another 1st down.
Donnie Wallace comes into the game, and let's see, that's number 36. Brandon Devers hustling off. High formation, Davis gives it to the tailback. That's Crago, and he's got some room, and he's going to get down near the 10 to the 12, and he fumbles the ball. Let's see who recovers it. Fumble, I don't see any signals from the official yet. They're trying to sort out the pile. But in this situation, the ball could switch hands several times, and Southwestern retains possession.
14-yard gain. Who was it carried in?
Looked like Crago.
Gain to the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 Southwestern.
We're getting done on tape again, aren't we? 1st down from the Oak Hill 12-yard line. Davis hands up the middle to Staten, the fullback, and he stays on his feet down to the 6-yard line. Mike Blackburn on the stop for the Oaks, but Southwestern again running effectively, 5 and 6 yards a pop.
Yeah, they get the ball on the quick hitter straight up the middle, and although the 2nd unit a little more lax on the defensive pressure, most of the yardage by Southwestern, at least at this point in the ball game, is between the guards.
Scott Boggs and Robbie Chafin in for the Oaks, and again the handoff up the middle to Crago, and he waltzes into the end zone pretty much untouched. And with 3:32 to go in the ball game, that makes the score Oak Hill 42, Southwestern 12. And Southwestern, if nothing else, because of this 4th quarter, is going to have some decent stats.
Right, they're going to have right around 100 yards rushing, but people have got to remember that it's come against the 2nd and 3rd units. The 1st unit giving up, at least in the 1st half, 6 total yards, and they played 1 defensive series and gave up 4. They gave up 10 total yards in the ball game. So most of us come against this 2nd unit.
A fitting way for the seniors to go out on their last game as an Oak Hill Oak. And Southwestern again going for 2. Hayslip split to the right. Eye backs behind Davis. And Davis looking to pass. He's been pressured. Throws the ball up, and it's batted. And Travis McCain almost with the interception. But it is no good. We got 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's 42-12, Oak Hill. Lonnie Simpson again set to kick. And they're going to try an onside kick, and it hits an Oak Hill up man, and it's going to be close. I'm not sure who got it. There were 2 guys fighting for the ball. And, of course, Southwestern all pointing toward their goal. The officials are going to give it to Southwestern. It was a low, very hard kick, and it looked like Oak Hill would have been better off just to let that one go.
Yeah, I think the up guy on the front line tried to catch it, and it hit him a little too hard and bounced off of him, and he wasn't able to get back on it.
You want to hit that? Southwestern again with the ball, hands off up the middle again to Crago, and he stays on his feet into Oak Hill territory to the 37-yard line. Another first down. And Crago's going to end up with some decent stats at the end of this ball game. He's getting some nice yardage.
16-yard gain on that one. He's liable to have close to 100 yards.
And the Oaks again making mass substitutions. I-backs behind Davis. And again, the ball right up the middle, and that's to Staten, and he gets into the Oak Hill secondary, and he's going to score. Staten to the 5, touchdown. So the Southwestern Highlanders making this respectable score with 3 minutes to go in the ball game, and that makes it Oak Hill 42, the Highlanders 18.
They gave it just as Leslie was trying to talk to them. I couldn't hear what it was. I know Wilson had 6.
Southwestern will go for the 2-point conversion.
The Highlanders again going for 2, and we got flags. Crago was into the end zone easily, but I believe we're going to have some kind of motion penalty against the Highlanders.
You know what we're going to have, right? You go ahead and do it for the TV, because we're going to have some technical difficulties.
Southwestern penalty for illegal motion.
What little bit of that table?
Illegal motion against the Highlanders. And that'll take them back 5 yards, where again they'll go for 2. Newsom split to the left side. Davis under center. Davis takes a snap and gives off to Crago up the middle, and he's not going to make it this time. He gets down to the 5-yard line, and he's stopped. So we got 3 minutes exactly. It's Oak Hill 42, Southwestern 18.
Stop by 30 seconds. Extra point attempt, no good. With 3 minutes remaining in the game, Oak Hill 32, Southwestern 18.
Cross and kicks it sideways. The Oaks have a lot more people up to receive the ball. And this time Simpson is going to kick it hard and low down the middle of the field. And the Oaks better fall on it. And I'm not sure who got that. We had a big pile up, and it's going to be close. I think Southwestern got it again. Only this time they got it maybe at the Oak Hill 25-yard line. And it looks like the official's pointing for Oak Hill. So maybe Oak Hill is going to keep the ball here.
Going near the 25-yard line. Recovered by the Oaks.
See, this one gets me about these guys. They tell you how much time's in the game. 34 to 22, with 2:43 to go in the game.
Trent Thomas now in at quarterback for the Oaks. I-backs behind him. Thomas under center, and he has problems with the snap. Fumble on the snap, and I believe the Highlanders have it. We got 2:29 to go in the ball game, and the Highlanders have good field position again at the Oak Hill 23-yard line. They had no points until this quarter, I believe, and now it's 42-18, and they got a good chance to score again.
Still 2:28 to go, so plenty of time.
And the way they moved the ball, that is more than enough time. We only got 9 people out there. They called timeout, and we got 9 people in the field.
They only got 10.
Southwestern, 1st and 10 from the Oak Hill 23. Give it to a new fullback in there. That's a big man, number 75, Tim Conwell. 6'1", 260 in there at fullback. And not much footwork. He got ahead for a gain of maybe 2, 2nd down and 8.
Reminds me of some of the games we had about 3 years ago when the Oaks get a big lead and they let big Steve Snyder, a 300-pounder, try to run the football.
Again, full house backfield. Conwell, the fullback. Davis takes the ball and gives it to Crago. Following his blockers, he falls ahead inside the 20 to the 17-yard line.
Tackled by Michael Kaiser. Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 4 Southwestern.
3rd down and 4.
Ball at the Oak Hill 17-yard line.
Davis under center. Down under 1:15, and again Crago gets the ball, and he's fighting down to the 15-yard line, and that's as far as he's going to get. So it's going to make it 4th down and 2.
Tackled by the interior of the Oak Hill defensive line. Gain to the 2 yards.
And again, one last time, Buzz, I'd like to congratulate all of the Oaks, but especially the seniors, on a real good year and just a lot of success, not just this year, but in all 4 years of their careers here at Oak Hill.
Right, a lot of success by all the seniors, a lot of success by the Oak Hill Oaks program as a whole.
And Coach Bartholomew just got the Gatorade, I believe, down the back. I'm not sure if it's Coach Bartholomew. Yeah, I believe that's who it was. But they got him. That's Chris Stoniker with the Gatorade bucket now, but it's empty. And I'm not sure what's going on, but it looked like the Oaks are having a good time down there on the sideline, and this is a good time to enjoy it. We're down around 30 seconds to go. Southwestern with the ball, 1st down and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. The pitch goes to Crago over the right side, and he is dropped from behind by Brian Keener, and Southwestern's going to call timeout with 25 seconds to go. Hit and dropped. Matt Henry, Travis McCain, and a few other Oaks in there on the stop. But they got 15 seconds, and they're going to try to get one more play off. And you can't blame Southwestern for wanting to score here.
No, you can't.
Are they going to get it off? Yep. And the pitch goes to Hayslip over the left side, and he's going to fall into the end zone for the score. 1.4 seconds to go in the ball game. Hayslip scores, and that makes it 42-24 Oak Hill.
Clock run during extra point.
Going for 2. They run a counter, and Simpson fumbles the ball, and it is no good. So with 1.4 seconds, the Oaks will get one more kickoff, and then that'll be it. Donnie Wallace deep, another low line drive. Bounces over Donnie Wallace's head. Josh Donnelly picks it up back at the 10, turns around, and he's got an open field. There was a whistle. A bunch of Southwestern kids stopped. Josh cuts it out past the 25, past the 30, and he's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line, and that's it for